If your content isn't booking as many sales calls as you'd like, I'm gonna show you how you can fix that in 4 simple easy steps. But why should you even listen to me? My name's Fred, and I've made up to $2,600 a day in profit selling high-ticket info products, aka courses. And the main way I sold these courses is with a sales call. I've booked hundreds of sales calls organically through my YouTube channel, and I've also gotten a cost per call with ads of about 60 to 115 US dollars. The first reason why you're not booking as many sales calls as you'd like is because you're selling the right thing to the wrong people, or you are selling the wrong thing to the right people. So basically there's a mismatch between the kind of content you're making or the kind of viewers it's attracting and the product you're selling. If I give you the most obvious example, you make content on, I don't know, how to have a pretty garden. However, you sell something on how to build an e-commerce store. There's an obvious mismatch, and that's why you're not booking calls and making money. Now, I know that you're not doing that, obviously. No one is dumb enough to make content on gardening and hoping that they're gonna get sales for like an e-commerce product. Obviously not. However, sometimes there's slight things that you need to modify. For example, for me, I was focusing on broad how to make money online content. And the problem with that is that I was convinced I was doing the right thing, because I'm helping people to make more money online. But the thing is, I was also attracting lots of people who were either teenagers who don't have money or people from low-income countries who just can't pay high-ticket prices. Because it's super fucking broad. And my sales page was designed to be broad, to talk to anyone, to be vague, because I thought since content attracts broad viewers, that's what you gotta do to convert as many of them as possible. Well, turns out I was wrong. The whole point of the sales page, etc., the application form when people book a call is to disqualify people as much as possible. So on my page right now, if you go look at it, it says at the very top, before people see the title, before people watch the video, it says who it's for. So I clearly put 4 9-to-5ers ready to quit, like ready to quit their job, coaches, consultants, and agency owners, something along those lines. So now when somebody lands on the page and they're none of these things, more likely than not, they just leave. And then they don't book a call. So even though you might be thinking you're making the right kind of content, attracting the right kind of viewers because you make content in the right niche, you're still not making the right type of content. And sometimes you need to make small shifts. For example, why the fuck would I make a video called how to make $10,000 a month for students when I don't want to attract students because they're too poor to pay for high-ticket programs? Instead, if I make videos on how to quit your job, etc., or how I'd build a business without having to quit my job, then I'm going to attract people who actually have the money to pay. Like I see a lot of people, especially younger people, young guys who like to follow self-improvement content, they're trying to help other young guys as well, and it's fine. But if you want to make a lot of money doing that, you're going to need to get a lot of views or spend a lot of money on ads, which is fine. Ads can work great if you're actually willing to do that. But if you're selling to young people specifically, it is stupid. Like, it's the dumbest thing you can do because young people are fucking poor. Don't do fitness for like, I've heard a guy, he was doing fitness for like 13-year-olds to like 18-year-olds. That is the dumbest thing ever. At least when it comes to making money. If you just want to make content, then fine, do that. But if you want to make money, how much money did you have when you were fucking 13? I did not even have a bank account or a credit card. And when I was 18, I only had like $400 in the bank. So instead, you could take that same skill fitness and just help entrepreneurs. Guess what? They can pay you 5K, 10K, even 15K. But the broke team can never pay anything. So be very careful in your messaging, in who you're talking to. I know you've heard people tell you time and again, do the customer avatar worksheet. Like, take a Google Doc and fill out who's your ideal customer. You should fucking do it. Because if you don't, you'll make the same mistake I did, even though I fucking completed the worksheet. And you're gonna make content which is in the right niche, but you're not really talking to the right people exactly. Because you fear that if you call out to your specific ideal customer, you fear that you'll get no sales and no booked calls, but it's actually going to be the opposite. There might be fewer people, but they will actually resonate with what you're saying, book a call, and buy from you. So if you make this shift alone, you'll book a lot more calls, and they won't be high quality. And high quality calls, when they come from your content, they're easy to close. Like, I can close between 30 to 50% plus. Sometimes I've closed 60%. Now, obviously, it varies, and it's on small samples. But when people watch your content, they should be closing at least at 30%. If you sell something for 3 to 5K to 6K to even more than that, I mean, you can see how the numbers add up quickly. With 2 customers at 5K, you make 10K per month. Most people never get to that point, even with regular corporate careers. and they've worked in these companies all their life. So basically, to sum up this first mistake, don't sell meat to vegans. Sell meat to people who want to eat meat. Now, as you can see, even the slightest mistake can just fuck up your entire business. So if you want me to help you start or grow your high-ticket info product business, your course business, click the link in the description below. There's a quick video training that explains exactly how I stopped selling my time to make up to $2,600 a day in profit and how you can copy my system. But most importantly, you can apply to book a free call to talk to me directly. On that call, I'm going to take a look at your situation, analyze it, see what's working and what's not. And I'm also going to give you a step-by-step customized roadmap so you can start or grow that business and get more customers as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, I'm sure you realize I'm pretty busy. I run different things, so I can't be taking 100 calls a day or even per month. So if I were you, I would click on the link right now, just go book my call and secure my spot. I don't know for how long I'm going to keep offering these free calls with me. The other reason why you're not booking as many sales calls as you'd like is actually the obvious reason, I'd say. You're simply not getting enough visibility. Like, you should track how many YouTube views it takes you to get one booked call and a qualified call, like somebody who can on paper actually afford your stuff. It doesn't count if it's a 15-year-old from India who absolutely can't afford your thing. So if you're not tracking it, you should start tracking it. You can simply ask Claude to build you a template like an Excel sheet so you can start tracking, okay, monthly views, how many calls did we book? Like, it's not that hard. You take a look at your YouTube monthly views, or even weekly views if you want, or even daily views if you want to be more extreme, and then you divide it by the amount of booked calls. And then you divide it again by the amount of qualified calls booked. And then you can divide it again by the amount of sales you got. And then, like, that's basically math. It's like paid advertising. It's just that you get eyeballs in front of your offer for free with YouTube content. Again, if you don't track your numbers, why? Like, it is just the easiest way to make more money and know what to fix instantly. Because if you look at your numbers, you'll see exactly what's wrong. If it takes you 10,000 views to book a sales call, you see that there's a fucking problem. And then you can look at why, and oh, I forgot to put the link in the description. You see, sometimes it's the dumbest mistakes ever that just kill you. Or if you see that most of your calls are unqualified, well, again, come back to point number one. Just make very specific content. Make sure you call out to who you want to help exactly and the people who can afford it. So I think it's pretty obvious to say, but if you only get 10 views a month, you're probably not going to book any sales calls. That goes without saying. So sometimes you're doing the right thing, you're just not doing enough of it. If you only post once a week and you're barely getting any views, try posting once a day. Like, I know it's difficult, whatever, but I've done this for years now, and I've never grown my channel as much, and I've never gotten as many views and as many booked calls as when I was posting once a day, or even more sometimes. Now, I'm not saying you have to be as extreme as me, but post at least once every other day. If you're only posting once a week and you get 100 views or even 500 views, well, you might want to post a couple more times per week. You'll see that you just book more sales calls because you get more views. But that's also the reason why content plateaus and you can't really scale it. However, ads, they might cost money to get results, but you get extremely quick feedback. On YouTube, you could post a video and it doesn't get views for like months, or it doesn't get views at all. Whereas with ads, you pay, you get results. It's that simple. Within your first 24 hours of running ads, you'll start getting leads, maybe even booked calls, depending on your budget and how things go. And also, ads allow for near infinite scale. You can just put more money in the machine, get more money out. With content, I mean, you're not gonna make 100 videos a day, and even if you do, then you've got this massive team that you're gonna pay, and it's the same thing as paid advertising. It's no longer just making free content. If you do the Hormozy style of like having a media empire, and that's something that's really smart to do, but not when you're not making at least 100 grand a month, 200 grand a month. So if you want to scale at some point, don't be so stubborn like I was with wanting 95% profit margins from making content. Just go to ads. Like, would you rather have 50% profit on $1 million or 95% profit on 100K? I mean, that's the question you really gotta ask yourself. Not to mention with ads, if you, for example, have another front-end product as opposed to your high-ticket program, like if the high-ticket program is the back-end product, meaning not the first thing you sell, it might be the second thing you sell, now it'll be pure profit. Because you might, for example, sell something low-ticket, a membership, an ebook, whatever. You break even on the front end with the product, like the cheap one, and then you sell the high-ticket. So then it would be mostly profit, and people trust you, they like you more, etc. It's kind of like replicating the organic funnel. Because if you just do cold ads straight to booked calls, it can feel, hard because people just don't know you, they don't trust you, they don't necessarily like you. It's difficult to sell. The other reason why you're not booking as many sales calls as you want is because you're not talking about your credibility nearly enough. At some point, somebody reached out to me and they told me that when they looked at their retention graph on YouTube, when they started to, talk about their credentials or why people should listen to them in the first, 30 seconds of the video, people clicked off more. And so that guy stopped doing that and he saw a slight increase, like 2% increase, like not even that much more. And then he got less booked calls. Why do you think that is? When you don't mention why people should listen to you, you're just attracting people who want entertainment, scrollers, people who were never gonna buy your thing. If you want to actually attract buyers, you need to make people understand exactly why they need to listen to you. You need to show them why you're daddy and why they should fucking listen if they want to get the result that you're selling to them. That's exactly why you see me starting every single video with, my name's Fred, I've made up to $2,600 a day in profit selling info products, courses, etc. Because if I don't say that, you could just assume I'm some guy in his fucking bathrobe in, I don't know, a basement somewhere, which I'm sure some people still think that anyway, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're not gonna convince everybody that what you're saying is the truth. It just doesn't happen. I know people who make 8 figures a year in profit, and they get haters on their comments saying that, oh, you're lying, this stuff doesn't work. As if they knew better. Like, seriously, when you see hate comments or anything, don't take it seriously. Don't even look at it, just delete the comment, if you see it. Why? Because hate always comes from below. I can guarantee you right now, Jeff Bezos is never gonna leave a hate comment on your videos. He's too fucking busy. He's just too fucking busy. All successful people are. It's only losers who've got the time to just do fucking bullshit to leave hate comments. So always mention why should people listen to you. And if you don't have some crazy reason to show yet, because you are a beginner, just tell them what you want to help them with. For example, I am my name and I help people achieve this. I'm Mark and I help entrepreneurs to get in shape without spending hours in the gym or having to cut out the foods they love. Simple. You don't need to say, I'm Mark, I've worked with 100 entrepreneurs if you haven't yet. That's fine. But tell people why they should listen. And if you can have some social proof, then use that. Another reason why you might not be booking as many sales calls as you'd like, it's honestly something I see so many people doing or rather forgetting, and it's so silly to me because it's the number one thing. People forget the call to action inside the video. So it's bad enough to forget to put the link in the description or on your profile in general, but it's not worse, but it's almost worse to just not tell people that they should just click on the fucking link. You're thinking that, oh, I don't need to tell people, it's gonna annoy them, and they will click anyway. Yes, some people will click anyway, but a lot of people won't. I track literally everything, and I'm telling you on average, about 6% of people who watch my long form videos click on the link. That's not a lot of people, 6% only. That means like there's 94% of people who never click your goddamn link, and I say it to people as well. If I don't say it, that might drop to like 4%, 3%. Now it's even less people who click on the damn link. So you need to tell people exactly what's the next step for them to take. Otherwise, a lot less people take it. Now, some people, they don't want to do it because they're scared of pissing off their audience. First, not every follower or viewer just comes back to watch every single one of your videos. Second, most people are genuinely used to calls to action by now because everybody fucking does them. And 3, why would you care if it pisses off some people? Because the kind of people it pisses off is the kind of people you'd never be friends with. It's people who just want to drag you down. They don't want you to make money, get customers. Like, what the hell? And this isn't a charity. This is a business. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting paid for the service that you provide. There's everything wrong, in my opinion, with just giving people your time for free, like infinitely. Because they're the ones using you. Business is a value exchange. Money in exchange of value. It is that simple. It is the most fair thing in the world. So yes, you are here to help people. The YouTube videos are free. But you're also here to print money and help the people who want to go further, because some people need your help. Some people just can't do it on their own. If you want people to quit an addiction, a drinking problem, for example, they need your help. They've tried by themselves and they just can't do it. So if you don't tell them what's the next step, click the link, book a call, join the program, they're never going to get the help that they need. And that's on you. Anybody who's getting pissed at you mentioning that you can book a free call or join the program, guess what? Those people were never gonna buy from you anyway. They're parasites. So don't look at them, delete the hate comments, and just move on. Keep helping people, keep printing money. And to sum it up, there's a quote I love which goes, if you haven't pissed off anyone by noon, you're probably not making any money. And that's actually very, very true. With that being said, as you can see, building a business on your own can be pretty damn difficult, and sometimes all you're missing is one small thing. So if you want to get my help, if you want me to show you how I stopped selling my time and made up to $2,600 per day in profit selling info products, aka courses, click the link in the description below. There's a free training that walks you through exactly how I did that, but most importantly, you can apply to book a free one-to-one call with me directly. On that call, I'm gonna take a look at your current situation, see what's preventing you from starting or growing your business, and I'm also gonna give you a custom step-by-step roadmap to show you how you can start or scale a high-ticket info product business and get your first customers or more customers as quickly as possible. Most of my customers, they literally told me they wish they had done this sooner, and I'm gonna share these things with you for free. So click on the link in the description right now and book that free call, and I will see you on the call.